Phishing. Phishing is a scam where attackers pretend to be trusted organizations through emails or messages to trick people into giving away sensitive information. It began in the early days of the internet when fake emails imitated banks and online services. What makes phishing effective is how closely it mimics real communication, often using familiar logos and urgent language. It matters because it targets human trust rather than technology, making anyone a potential victim. Spear phishing. Spear phishing is a more targeted version of phishing, where the scammer customizes the message for a specific person or organization. Instead of sending mass emails, attackers gather personal details to make the message feel authentic. This approach is more dangerous because it feels personal and harder to detect. It matters because it shows how scams evolve from broad attempts into precise manipulation. Advance fee fraud. Advance fee fraud involves promising large rewards, such as money or opportunities, in exchange for a small upfront payment. It has roots in older schemes like the 419 letters that circulated long before the internet. What makes it distinct is the emotional pull of a big payoff that seems just within reach. It matters because it exploits hope and urgency, often leading victims to keep paying more over time. Romance scam. Romance scams occur when someone builds a fake emotional relationship online to gain trust and eventually request money. These scams became more common with the rise of social media and dating platforms. What sets them apart is the time invested in creating a believable connection. They matter because they target not just finances, but emotions, leaving lasting personal impact. Investment scam. Investment scams promise high returns with little or no risk, often using complex language to appear legitimate. They can take many forms, from fake cryptocurrency platforms to fraudulent trading opportunities. What makes them different is their appeal to ambition and financial growth. They matter because they drain life savings while appearing professional and convincing. Ponzi scheme. Ponzi schemes involve paying returns to earlier investors using money from new participants rather than actual profits. The concept dates back to Charles Ponzi in the early 20th century. What makes these schemes deceptive is the illusion of consistent returns. They matter because they collapse eventually, leaving most participants with losses, while only a few benefit early on. Lottery and prize scams. Lottery and prize scams inform victims that they have won something, even if they never entered any competition. The scam then requires fees or personal details to claim the prize. What makes this approach effective is the excitement of unexpected rewards. It matters because it relies on surprise and optimism, catching people off guard. Tech support scams. Tech support scams involve someone pretending to be from a well-known technology company, claiming that a device has a problem. Victims are then guided to pay for unnecessary services or grant remote access. These scams grew alongside the increasing use of computers and smartphones. They matter because they exploit fear of technical issues that many people do not fully understand. Online stores. Fake online stores are websites that appear to sell real products but either deliver nothing or send low-quality items. These sites often mimic popular brands or offer deals that seem too good to ignore. What makes them convincing is their professional design and temporary presence. They matter because they take advantage of the trust people place in online shopping. Job scams. Job scams promise employment opportunities but require payment for training, applications, or materials. They became more common as remote work gained popularity. What sets them apart is the appeal of stable income and career growth. They matter because they target people during vulnerable moments, especially when they are actively seeking work. Impersonation scams. Impersonation scams involve pretending to be someone else, such as a government official, a company representative, or even a family member. The scammer uses authority or urgency to pressure the victim to act quickly. What makes this type effective is the trust associated with the identity being imitated. It matters because it bypasses skepticism by using familiar roles. Subscription traps. Subscription traps offer free trials that quietly convert into paid subscriptions with difficult cancellation processes. They are often hidden in fine print or unclear terms. What makes them different is that they operate within a legal gray area, appearing legitimate at first. They matter because they slowly drain money over time, rather than taking it all at once. Charity scams. Charity scams exploit moments of crisis by asking for donations to fake causes. These scams often appear after natural disasters or global events. What makes them powerful is the emotional appeal to help others. They matter because they divert resources away from real causes while taking advantage of compassion. Account takeover scams. Account takeover scams involve gaining access to someone's online accounts, often through stolen credentials or weak passwords. Once inside, the attacker may steal money, data, or impersonate the user. What sets this type apart is the use of an already trusted account to continue the scam. It matters because it can spread quickly through networks of friends or contacts. Fake giveaway scams. Fake giveaway scams promise free items or rewards in exchange for small actions like sharing posts or entering details. These scams are common on social media platforms. What makes them appealing is the simplicity of participation. They matter because they collect personal data or spread further scams under the appearance of generosity. Now that you have seen how each of these scams works in different ways, the real value is in what you take away from it. Notice the patterns, the pressure, and the promises that feel slightly too convenient. If something feels off, it usually is. Drop in the comments the one scam that surprised you the most, or one thing you learned that you won't ignore again.